done this to my hair in a really long time. I have been feeling so like annoyed by my natural hair. It just hasn't been cooperating. So I was like, I need to wake up feeling good about my hair. And this is the best heatless curls I've tried. And I've gotten used to sleeping with it now. It's not really that bad. I am a side sleeper, so like it took some getting used to. I try to pull it back as far as I can so I can still sleep on my side without it being annoying. Who wants to say good morning? Good morning. Good morning. Yes. She's like, where's my breakfast? It's breakfast time. I want to show you guys how I make Gigi's food because she loves it, and it's kind of new because we wanted a better like alternative for her that wasn't the farmer's dog, because I've heard of a lot of people's dogs getting sick on that food, unfortunately, and we don't quite have the bandwidth to like make her food. So we start with a little bit of chicken broth, the best brand. We love this. We cook with this. It's the Kettle on Fire. And I'll just pour a little bit in her bowl, and I'll actually warm it up for like 20 seconds. And I warm it up because we give her Maeve. So this is a frozen food. It's like chunks of real food. So we alternate between getting her the chicken and the beef, but this is the beef, and you can give it to your dogs frozen, but I feel bad when it's so cold giving her frozen food. So that's why I warm up a little bit of the broth for her. You can see though, it's veggies, pieces of beef, blueberries, like zucchini. On top of this, I do a little bit of kibble for her. So we found this really good quality kibble, and it's just a little bit. I also put one of these little Dog is Human vitamins in there for her. She doesn't really like these, but she can't tell once it's mixed in. That's her breakfast. But what we found was like with Maeve, you have to like give them a little bit each day when they're new to that food. And they say it's totally normal that they might not poop for a few days because you're really moving to like a higher protein diet, I guess. And she just wasn't pooping at the frequent, I don't know if this is TMI, but she just wasn't going to the bathroom as often as she used to. And then it wasn't as good of quality. So we felt like by mixing in just a little bit of kibble, she goes regularly and it's good quality. Loves it. Like she is fully scarfing it down. Not something that you have to prepare. You don't have to thaw it out. You don't have to cook it. Like I said, you can just give it to your dogs frozen. That's totally okay. So if you're looking for like a good quality food that you don't have to work hard for, then that I think is a really good option. This isn't an ad, by the way. I don't feel like I hear enough people talk about this. And she really does love it. Like she goes crazy for it. So, we're talking about you. That's yummy, huh? That's a big burp. I thought I'd take you through a little bit of my morning though and show you what my mornings look like. So I did wake up early. I already worked out. I usually do Pilates first thing in the morning. So I'm getting up at like 6:20, doing like a 20 to 30 minute Pilates. I feel like that's perfect and bite-sized and not intimidating. I'm just trying to really get back into doing workouts at least 4 times a week in addition to walking every day, because I did fall off for a little bit and I just wasn't doing Pilates as much. I really got into doing it at home during COVID and it just kind of stuck because I like to work out in the mornings, but I don't have a lot of time in the mornings because my team that I work with in my company is Central Time. They're based in Austin, and I also support people on the East Coast. So I'm usually in meetings at 7. I think I have like 2 standing meetings a week at least that are starting at 7. So it's just easier for me to do it at home and be quick and efficient. So I did that. And then I come down, usually take Gigi out, give her breakfast around 7:30. I have my green juice. So this is the first thing that I have in the morning. We make celery juice. Lately, I've been adding this mineral salt to it. So I got this on Amazon. And I was hearing, I think, Gary Brecka talk about this. And I feel like as humans, we definitely don't get a lot of our minerals. So I've just been adding, this is a really high quality, nice salt. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'll just take a pinch of this and put it in my green juice. I will drink this first. I won't have food or anything else. This will be the first thing I drink, and I drink the same amount every day. It's probably about 10 ounces. While I drink this, I will make my matcha. I have been drinking matcha since September. Oh my God, since September. It's February. I was drinking coffee every day, you guys, and just one coffee a day. I wasn't like overdoing it, but you know, I like coffee and I still do. Like if I go out, I will get a coffee because I feel like there aren't a lot of places that will make a matcha as good as I can make it. But I've been having matcha ever since I found out how to make it like good. But there was that cold whisking trend on TikTok that was going around for a while, where people were, you know, typically matcha is made, you put the powder in and then you whisk it with hot water and then you pour it into like your milk if you're making a latte. But people were just mixing the powder into like cold milk. I don't know what the difference is. Maybe it's because you're not using water at all. It's really creamy and it froths really nice, and it doesn't like to have any weird separation when it's sitting in your mug for a while. But I use cashew milk. This is what I used in my coffee too. This is just the best milk in my opinion, and I've tried a few different cashew milks. I've tried the malk milk. I hated it. I didn't like it at all. It had like a weird texture in my mouth. It felt slimy, and I know their ingredients are clean, so I'm not sure what that is, but the texture was really off, and it didn't froth, and it wasn't as creamy as this one. And this one is still only 2 ingredients. It's cashews and filtered water. I use Naoki matcha. I really like this one. This is probably the best one I've tried. They have a superior blend, and then they have this blend, which is their ceremonial grade. I mean, always get ceremonial grade. I think that is something that people accidentally do, is that they get the wrong matcha. Sometimes there's culinary grade and ceremonial grade. So definitely want ceremonial. I got this one because this one says organic. This superior blend didn't say organic. So I am trying this and they taste the same to me. And then as a little bit of a sweetener, I do organic maple syrup. This is the brand I like from Whole Foods, but anything works. I have this little mug here and I really fill up the milk to about here. So this is gonna be what I heat up. I just heat it up in the microwave, and I will whisk the matcha separately, but this I warm up for about 1:25. And while that's happening, I will whisk my matcha. So I got this little cute matcha set. I feel like if you get a cute bowl, it's like more fun to make it. Little sifter, because you want to sift the matcha and just make sure it's really broken apart. And then you'll use about a teaspoon of matcha. I might even top it off a little bit. And then I will pour just a little bit of this milk in here. You don't need a lot. I just don't like my lattes too milky. I'll do a little cinnamon, so I'll just put that in what I'm about to whisk. And then you can start whisking the matcha. You don't want to whisk it too hard, like you can definitely damage the whisk. So I always like to whisk like I'm holding it slightly above the bottom of the bowl. I'm not pressing it into the bowl, but really working lightly. And you guys can see already starting to froth really nice just with this. And then what I do is, here's my hot milk. I will put in my maple syrup here, so it's, again, to taste. I kind of just measure with the heart. Then I get my electric whisk and I will whisk this, and this will get pretty frothy too. This is why I don't fill up the mug with liquid, because it does get taller and it will overflow if there's too much. And then I can pour in the matcha. Just give it a final whisk to get everything blended. And there you have it. That is my perfect matcha. Nothing better. Wow. I thought I would show you guys the soup that I've been making non-stop. I found it on TikTok. I'm gonna try to link it or tag the creator in the description of this video because you guys have to make this soup if you like Asian ginger noodle soups that are spicy. And you can like change the spice level, but this is exactly that. And it's so good and so easy too. So if you're like in a rush and you just want something really flavorful, really good and quick, then this is it. Okay, so I have everything prepped already. I have half a white onion, sliced pretty thin, ginger, garlic, one red, I think it's like a Fresno pepper, and then I do like half a jalapeno, especially if it's on the bigger side. I have some limes that I'll finish the soup with, and then I like to use these noodles from Whole Foods. They are gluten-free, and they're amazing. They're so good. You would never know they're gluten-free, and the ingredients are really clean. Brown rice and white rice flour. And then I like to get this coconut milk. This is also really clean. It's the simple one. They make a couple of these, but this one doesn't have the gar gum, so it's just coconut and filtered water. Chicken broth, it's the kettle on fire, so I'll be using that. We usually add chicken to this as well. What I'll do is we have the Instant Pot, so I just put all the chicken in there with some water, cook it for 10 minutes on high pressure, and then you can pull it apart and shred it, which I like in my soups. I like that like shredded meat, but obviously you can prepare it however you want. First with just some olive oil in the pan, which is pretty big. Throw the white onion in to cook first. Cook that until it's like translucent, kind of browning. So calls for tomato paste, and I prefer to get this kind if you make soups somewhat frequently. I hate getting like the little can of tomato paste because you never use it all and you can't save it. So this one, you can keep it in the fridge, and I end up using the whole thing over the course of a few weeks. So I love this brand. So at this point, I'm gonna add the ginger and the garlic. And Gigi's always keeping me company in the kitchen. After that's been cooking for a couple of minutes, then you can add your tomato paste. So I just kind of eyeball it, maybe like a tablespoon or two. Once that cooks for a couple of minutes, then you'll add the coconut milk. And then I'll also put in the whole thing of chicken broth. You'll also want to add a cup of water, and then you'll bring this to a boil and add your noodles. If you're also having chicken with it, you can add the chicken in at the same time as the noodles. And when I add my noodles, I also like to add like half of the peppers. The sooner you put the peppers in, the spicier it's gonna be, so you can do all of them if you really want them to be cooked in there. I will say I like to leave at least a few just to top the soup at the end because I do like a crispy, like fresh pepper as a garnish. And I also season with salt at this point. I like to use this real salt, really just to taste. It's gonna look like a lot, but you kind of need a lot for soup. While that's cooking, I'll prep any other garnishes. I love a lot of cilantro, so I'll get that. I do like green onions in here too, but we don't have them. So good. Do a little lime to finish it off. How insane does that look? Oh my God, I'm so excited. Just got an order in from Zara, and I have been wanting to do a little bit of a closet refresh. I just find myself wearing like the same stuff over and over, and I do feel like I've really found my personal style and just things that I enjoy wearing. Like there's definitely a theme, you know, like we can catch on to a theme. I definitely need to get rid of some stuff, and I am trying to do like the one in, one out rule. So if I do bring something new in, I'm getting rid of something else. So that's been working well. I haven't had any like energy to post on Poshmark, so I do feel like I've been really just doing goodwill. With the LA fires, I was actually able to give away a bunch of stuff that was new with tags, which was really nice, and that cleared up some space. But yeah, anyway, I'm moving slowly. I'm starting small. This is not a huge haul, but I did want to show you guys what I got, and hopefully they're good, because I feel like Zara can be really hit or miss, and I haven't shopped there in a while. I just don't really know what the vibe is, you know? First piece is this denim blazer. I actually saw someone wearing this on TikTok, I think, and they didn't have an extra small, so I'm hoping a small work. But I've been really into this like dark denim. I don't know what it is. It just looks so crisp to me, and like it looks more expensive when it's in a dark wash. It's probably gonna look so silly with this outfit. I should put jeans on. I don't know if you guys can tell. So my only thought and possibly concern is what jeans to wear with it. Because it's like, I like the matchy look, I do. I don't know if I have any jeans that are exactly this color. I actually don't think I mind it with like a different jean. I don't know, I am really loving the fit actually. It's still cinching really nicely as a small, and I do feel like the shoulders are fitting well. Okay, and then there's this dress. My thought process with this dress was like, I need more dresses that are just grab and go and easy and comfortable but chic. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I love anything with a little bit of structure to it. So the sleeves kind of have like a stiffness to it. It's all very thick. The thing with this is I think it only came in small, medium, large, and I would have gotten an extra small if they had it. So I just don't know if it's tight enough, like if it's giving me the shape I want it to. But what do we think? It's very comfortable. If we aren't loving it, I probably won't keep it. Okay, let me know. We're pulling up to Marin Country Mart because I have a little bit of pressed cash, Pressed Juicery gift card, and they have this Valentine's Day like freeze. I've actually never had any of their little dessert things, but they're dairy-free little chocolate things. I have no idea really what's in it, but they top it with fruit and everything. It just looks really good, and it's Valentine's Day, so we're getting a little sweet treat.
Oh!
Gang's all here. I was like, we could come. I was like, we could come after dinner, but like we're gonna be couching it tonight, and we are gonna be opening some wine. So let's go see what this is all about. It has marshmallows, strawberry, and chocolate. I'm excited. These look stunning. Have you ever seen something more gorge? This
Get your mouth out of here.
looks so good, actually. I'm not even a big chocolate girl.
Oh, get your tongue out of here. It's really good.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Wow.
That chocolate drizzle is actually really good. I was like reading it in the store. It's like a cacao, but it's like dark. I like that. It's not
very
like
dark. And the marshmallows are fun. It's like the chocolate with the drizzle tastes like a brownie. And then can't go wrong throwing strawberry in there.
Chocolate off. The base itself is good. This is hitting the spot. Pressed. We'll be back.
Oh, B-Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Okay.
You got Gigi squeaking.
Gigi's here in the kitchen. We just opened a bottle of Chardonnay. I feel like we're converting a little bit. I feel like we both do really like white wine, and we're usually Sauv people, but when it's cold, a Chardonnay feels more appropriate.
I'm on a white wine kick right now.
But I really like this one. Making pasta from scratch. We did this on my birthday because we got the pasta maker for Christmas and it's so good. We're doing a shrimp scampi. I love a shrimp scamp, like a buttery white wine sauce. Is there anything better?
The shrimp scamp.
He actually wouldn't eat shrimp when I first met him.
No.
When we first started dating. And now he's a shrimp boy.
I've expanded my horizons.
That's what it's all about, people. Flour ready, our eggs. You guys probably know that eggs, it's been a dire situation at the grocery store, so they're not the best. So we've made our little well. For our pasta, I like to do semolina flour and bread flour. And then I'm gonna pour in these eggs. It's 5 egg yolks and a full egg. This always makes me nervous. I don't feel like I make a deep enough well. I actually have a teaspoon or a tablespoon of water in the egg mixture as well. Folding in the flour. Once this comes together, then you can wrap it up in your saran wrap and then we'll stick it in the fridge. When we make a dinner, we usually just use half of this and then we'll freeze or just refrigerate the other half and use it later in the week or thaw it from the freezer whenever we want to use it. It's about 2 hours after we made the pasta. So we took it out of the fridge. Pasta maker, it anchors to the counter. So again, we're just using half of the dough. I just got to Home Goods, but I don't know. I don't drive a lot to begin with, okay? And let alone with sunglasses on, I just feel like I can't see. I feel like I'm blind. And I was wearing these sunglasses and I feel like the side of the sunglass is literally like where I need to look over my shoulder, like on both sides. So I'm like driving and I'm like trying to see. Oh my God, like a safety hazard. I truly have to take them off. So anyway, I had no plans today. We have dinner tonight. I was like, I should go to Home Goods. I have time. So I haven't done a little Home Goods haul shopping vlog yet, and it's something that I want to take you guys along for. So let's do some shopping. This is all really cute. The blue. They have a ton of boards today. I love these like bigger chopping blocks. I just got a new one for Christmas. Otherwise, I would probably snag one of these. I've never been able to find a good lamp at Home Goods. I actually like the travertine base on these, but I hate the gold lampshade. These aren't terrible. Oh, but they're like plastic. I don't like that. Actually, kind of a cute ottoman. It's not our style, but 80 bucks. Not bad. Some more ottomans up there. It's actually so full today, but I feel like I'm striking out a little bit. Like nothing's really catching my eye. Really cute little burlwood tray. I wish we had a spot for this. It's actually really pretty. They have a circular one too. Had a ton of vases lately. I like these big ones. I don't know that we have a spot for it, but 40 bucks for a pretty large vase. And then they have all of these over here. I like this one. This one's pretty. The gray one's nice too. Then they have a ton of black ones. I feel like these have just been stocked every time I've been here, which is nice. This is really cute for a desk. Documents and things. I also love these little lamps. If you're hosting like a dinner party and you don't want to do candles, you can light up and have that mood lighting with those little table lamps. Really struck out on the way out though. I saw these dryer balls and I don't have any and I figured I should get them. They were 8 bucks and I've been thinking about trying to wash my Super Puff and I've just heard all the tips for washing it and people say you got to get the dryer balls to fluff it back up kind of thing. So got a little 4-pack, but that was it. There's a ton of Easter stuff and even like St. Patty's, which is crazy. And they still had a bunch of Valentine stuff in there too. And they're starting to bring in like all the outdoor furniture for like spring and summer, which I just don't need any of that stuff. So yeah, I feel like they've been having really cute dishes, like plates. So if you want to do like a cute china set for an affordable price, definitely check them out. We're going on a date night tonight, double date with one of my girlfriends and her fiance. So we're kind of celebrating them getting engaged. And I'm gonna do my hair actually before my makeup. I'm using my trusty Bioionic. This is the best curling iron I've ever used. There's something about the barrel and just like how your hair glides through the barrel that is so nice. And I can literally comb my hair in probably like 15 minutes. I also think for my makeup tonight, I'm gonna try some new makeup that I just got in. I got some good deliveries in the past couple of days. So I got the Huda Beauty blushes. Oh my God, I can't even keep up with how many blushes come out. Like I like using my stuff. I'm probably like the worst person to give PR to because I like using my stuff before I open new stuff. So as it stands already, like I get so many blushes and I love blushes. So I already have like 5 blushes open probably at least. But these look so fun. I think I'm gonna have to open one of them. I wanna layer it with this new YSL powder blush. I actually haven't used a powder blush in, oh my gosh, years probably. Show you guys my hair done in 3, 2, 1. Oh, the hair is curled. Makeup. I'm gonna do this on TikTok at the same time. Bear with me. I'm doing, this is my base. So I do the Halo Glow and then I go in with the Emco Beauty bronzing drops. I think this is like a dupe for the drunk elephant ones, but I'm really pale right now, so I'm loving adding a little bit of this. And then I don't hear enough people talking about this. This is the Urban Decay Face Bond. Has a lot of shades. So I have a shade 13. It's light, medium, cool olive. You guys, if you are a light olive skin tone, you know it's very hard to find a foundation that matches your skin tone. This is like a self-setting foundation, so you don't really need a lot of powder. I still powder my like spots that get oily, but this is magical, and seriously, not enough people are talking about it. Take that for what you will. Foundation, it's literally perfect. Like, I feel like it is a filter on my skin. It feels breathable. I love this because it is almost like a skincare slash foundation. They put niacinamide in here, and it really is great if you have any type of redness. Really the perfect finish. I'm trying the Huda Beauty blush. I feel like the lighting isn't great in here, so I apologize, but this is maybe my new favorite blush. It is blending beautifully. It's really buildable, so it's not like over pigmented. I actually don't like a super pigmented blush because it's really hard to control, in my opinion. It's harder to remove than it is to add. I'm really liking this. It's really beautiful. This is the final look. I do really love this blush. So this is definitely a new favorite blush. Color is just stunning. This is the bubblegum color. And I topped it off with this YSL blush that I showed you guys. It's so pretty on. This is actually very pigmented. So we're looking a little blush heavy, but this is my first time layering a powder with a cream. So I am very interested to see how this wears throughout the night, because I do feel like blush is the first to go. And then I did my go-to lip, which is this Swede Beauty Cindy lip liner, and then topped it with the YSL Candy Glaze, which is my go-to. But now I have to pick an outfit. Okay, this is the fit. I'm doing this faux fur from L'Academy, this little cowl neck black bodysuit from Princess Polly, Zara belt, these Eggledy jeans that are a great just like straight leg, honestly, with my Manu Atelier duck boots that I always wear, and then this Freya bag, which is a great Alaya dupe, and it just fits so much, so we love her. And that's the boop.